Hello and welcome to our channel. Tonight, at 12:01 a.m. Eastern on this explosive Wednesday, November 12, 2025, the Jeffrey Epstein ghost has crashed back into the White House with a thunderclap. Newly released private emails from the convicted sex trafficker name-dropped Trump multiple times, including a 2011 message bragging Trump knew about the girls, dropped like a political nuke by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee just hours after the House reopened following the 43-day government shutdown. These are subpoenaed emails from Epstein's estate, sent to Ghislaine Maxwell, now in federal prison for sex trafficking, and author Michael Wolff, Fire and Fury, and the timing is a perfect storm. The House swears in Republic-elect Adelita Grijalva, Democrat Arizona, at noon. The 218th signature on a discharge petition to force the DOJ to release every Epstein file, a petition Speaker Johnson delayed for weeks by keeping the House dark. This isn't just a document dump, this is political warfare, and we're breaking it down live as the White House scrambles, MAGA erupts, and the Epstein saga refuses to die. The bombshell emails are 3 in total, verified by CNN. Email number 1, April 2, 2011, Epstein to Maxwell, I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Redacted, spent hours at my house with him, he has never once been mentioned. Police chief. Etc. I'm 75% there. Maxwell replies, I have been thinking about that. Oversight Democrats identify the redacted name as Virginia Giuffre, Epstein's most prominent survivor, who tragically took her own life in April 2025. In her memoir Nobody's Girl, Giuffre writes that her dad, a Mar-a-Lago maintenance worker, got her a locker room attendant job in 2000. Trump was friendlier than anyone, asking, do you like kids? Do you babysit? Explaining he lent nearby houses to friends with children, with no accusation of wrongdoing. But Epstein's email implies Trump knew Giuffre was at his Palm Beach home, hours of overlap, and never reported it to police. Even after Epstein's 2008 plea deal for soliciting a minor, Epstein was out of prison by July 2009, serving just 13 months of an 18-month sentence, a deal now slammed as too lenient by the Miami Herald and public outrage. Email number 2, January 2019, Epstein to Wolff, 7 months before his suicide, Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. This directly contradicts Trump's public story. He banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago for being a creep and stealing young spa workers. Epstein says Trump knew and asked Maxwell to stop recruiting at the club. Maxwell, in a 2025 interview with Deputy AG Todd Blanche, insists, the president was never inappropriate. I never saw him at Epstein's house. He was a gentleman in all respects. But Epstein's email says otherwise, and Maxwell is convicted of trafficking minors, her word versus a dead man's. Email number 3, December 15, 2015, Wolff to Epstein, subject, heads up, CNN planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, on air or scrum. Craft an answer? Epstein, what should it be? Wolff's chilling reply, let him hang himself. If he denies the plane or house, you gain PR currency. Hang him for benefit, or save him if he wins, creating debt. Or he says you're a great guy, victim of PC. Wolff tells CNN tonight, I don't recall context, but I was deep in talks with Epstein about Trump. The Daily Beast has recordings of Epstein claiming he and Trump were close friends. Trump's team calls them false smears. The White House fires back, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt blasts Democrats for selective leaks to liberal media and a fake narrative to smear Trump, saying Americans see through this hoax as a distraction from government reopening, but this isn't a leak, it's a subpoena. The House Oversight Committee, led by Democrats, forced Epstein's estate to cough up 15 years of emails, and Trump didn't send or receive these, with no criminal accusation, but the optics are nuclear. This drops hours after the House reopens on day 43 of the shutdown. Speaker Mike Johnson kept the chamber closed for 6 weeks to kill the Epstein petition because Republic-elect Adelita Grijalva, Democrat Arizona, won a September special election, and her first act is to sign the petition. 218 signatures force a vote to compel DOJ release of all Epstein files. Johnson delayed her swearing in, unconstitutional critics say, but tomorrow at noon, she takes the oath, the petition triggers, and the files flood out. The DOJ, under Trump, earlier this year reaffirmed Epstein's death was suicide and refused more files. Now Congress forces their hand. MAGA is melting down. Marjorie Taylor Greene, fresh off her healthcare revolt, is livid, having held 3 pressers with Epstein victims. Tonight she tweets, Democrats weaponize dead pedophile to smear Trump, release every file, or admit you're hiding Clinton, Gates, royals. QAnon channels explode. Epstein didn't kill himself. Trends number 1, Truth Social crashes under traffic, and Trump posts at 1:14 a.m. Witch hunt. Fake emails. I banned Epstein. Dems want distraction from open government. Sad. But Giuffre's book is public, Epstein's plea deal is fact, and Trump's 2002 quote to New York Magazine was, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He likes beautiful women as much as I do, many on the younger side, with no denial then. The timeline of truth runs from the 1980s, 90s when Trump and Epstein partied in NYC with photos and videos, to 2000 when Giuffre, 17, worked at Mar-a-Lago and met Epstein via Maxwell, to 2002 when Trump called Epstein terrific, to 2004 to 2007 when Epstein abused dozens and Trump flew on the Lolita Express once, New York to FL, no minors per logs, to 2008 when Epstein pleaded guilty and Trump banned him, per Trump, to 2009 when Epstein was out and emails resumed, to 2015 when Wolf warned of a CNN question and Epstein wanted a script, to 2019 when Epstein was arrested, Trump said, not a fan, and Epstein died, to 2025 when emails surface, the petition triggers, and files are incoming. What's in the files? Flight logs, redacted, Little St. James visitor lists, phone messages, Trump called Epstein's house multiple times per Butler, DOJ internal memos on the 2008 plea deal, and FBI interviews with victims naming high-profile guests. Trump's name is social, not criminal, but optics in a #MeToo world are toxic. Behind the politics are the human costs. Virginia Giuffre, dead at 41, dozens of survivors still fighting, Maxwell in prison, and Epstein's victims, some silenced forever. This isn't just Trump, it's Clinton, Prince Andrew, Bill Gates, Hollywood, but Trump's the president and 2026 midterms loom. We're live all night with Grijalva landing in D.C. and a motorcade to the Capitol at 12:30 a.m., her swearing in at noon tomorrow when the petition is filed, DOJ response in 72 hours, Greene's presser at 9 a.m., and Trump's rally in Florida on Friday where he'll likely rant about Epstein. We're embedded with Oversight Democrats prepping file demands, MAGA lawyers drafting defamation suits, and survivors speaking out in live interviews. If you're a victim, a witness, or just sick of secrets, comment below. We're reading every word and amplifying every voice. Subscribe, smash the bell. When the files drop, when Trump responds, when Congress votes, you'll hear it here first. This is not the end. This is the reckoning, from Mar-a-Lago spas to Manhattan jails, from 2011 emails to 2025 subpoenas. The truth is coming, and we're not blinking.